So, a comprehensive financial planning process for a practice owner embedded in the terminology needs to be exactly that. You need to go through a fairly significant discovery phase, and those discovery questions need to be based not purely on financial. This should be heavily focused on qualitative data. What do you want your life and lifestyle to look like? What are your business values? What are your business visions? And then the numbers as well. With that, there should be a significant analysis done with the supporting documents, tax returns, profit and loss statements, your payroll reports, and everything that goes along with that. And then a fairly substantial implementation meeting or two, or potentially three, that you are going through a full business development, growth, cash flow mapping. You're going through a investment or growth deployment of your capital, debt management and spend down, both in the business and at home, and ultimately the profitability or cash flow mapping on where am I then pointing that? How much am I going to allocate for future growth in my practice? How much am I going to allocate for that for future growth in my business? And both things supporting the same long-term vision that you lay out in that discovery process. The way that practice can use structured review of financial data and any data, but financial data specifically, to avoid being reactive and more proactive, ties very specifically into the idea of annual planning. One, I would think that would put you in the minority and not the majority. The majority of entrepreneurs or business owners out there are often very reactive. That is because we rarely take time to work out of our business, to look at what's going on. I like to refer to this as getting out of the basement and up on the balcony and taking a look around. When you do that and you have that review, it allows you to course correct and reset on a more regular basis. When you tend to go in the wrong direction for a long period of time, you end up a long way from your intended target, unless if you get incredibly lucky. And so if we're doing that on a regular basis, that will allow you to then proactively decide where to reallocate capital to make it to your stated destination. And that should be done, again, at the very least quarterly, out of the office with the important people that are helping you with your decision making.